In the early hours of November 29, 1981, the body of Natalie Wood was discovered floating in the dark waters off Catalina Island, just yards from the yacht Splendor. She wore only a nightgown, a red jacket, and blue wool socks. Bruises marked her body. Questions immediately followed. How had one of Hollywood's most luminous stars ended up alone in the Pacific Ocean at night, especially someone known to fear deep water? What began as a reported accident slowly evolved into one of the entertainment industry's most enduring mysteries, casting a shadow over everyone who had been aboard that yacht. A childhood forged under pressure. To understand the tragedy, we must return to the beginning. Born on July 20th, 1938 in San Francisco to Russian immigrant parents, Natalie grew up in a household shaped by financial instability and relentless ambition. Her mother, Maria, believed fame was her daughter's destiny and pursued it with unwavering determination. Auditions replaced playgrounds. Scripts replaced storybooks. From the age of 4, Natalie performed not for joy, but for expectation. The pressure to succeed defined her childhood. Behind the polished smiles was a little girl learning that love and approval often came only when the cameras were rolling. Trauma in the water. One pivotal moment shaped her deepest fear. While filming The Green Promise in 1949, a wooden bridge was meant to collapse safely beneath her character. Instead, it gave way violently, plunging her into rushing water. The scene continued filming as she struggled in panic. Though she survived, the trauma lingered. From that day forward, Natalie carried an intense fear of dark water. Pools unsettled her. Nighttime oceans terrified her. Those close to her later confirmed that the incident scarred her deeply. In a tragic twist of fate, the element she feared most would ultimately become the setting of her death decades later. The rise of a child star. Natalie's breakthrough came earlier, in 1947, with her role in Miracle on 34th Street. At only 8 years old, she captured America's heart as the skeptical child who learns to believe again. The post-war audience saw innocence and hope in her wide eyes. Hollywood studios quickly recognized her value. She became one of the industry's most profitable child actors, working continuously through her youth. But fame at such an early age often comes at a cost. Natalie was praised for her professionalism, yet privately she struggled with the loss of a normal childhood. Transition to adult stardom. Unlike many child actors, Natalie successfully transitioned into mature roles. In 1955, she starred alongside James Dean in Rebel Without a Cause, earning her first Academy Award nomination. The performance revealed emotional depth beyond her years. She later solidified her place in cinematic history with West Side Story and Splendor in the Grass. These films showcased vulnerability and intensity, qualities that resonated deeply with audiences. Natalie wasn't just beautiful, she was emotionally transparent. Her characters reflected longing, repression, and fragile strength, mirroring aspects of her own life beneath the glamour. Love, marriage, and turbulence. Natalie's personal life often appeared as dramatic as her roles. She married actor Robert Wagner twice, first in 1957 and again in 1972 after a divorce and years apart. Their relationship was passionate but turbulent. Reports of jealousy and conflict followed them for decades. By 1981, their marriage was once again strained. Friends later stated that Natalie had considered leaving Wagner before the ill-fated boat trip. On Thanksgiving weekend, she joined Wagner, actor Christopher Walken, and yacht captain Dennis Davern aboard the Splendor for what was meant to be a relaxing getaway. Instead, tensions reportedly escalated. The night everything changed. According to initial accounts, Natalie went missing after an evening of drinking and arguing. Wagner claimed she had taken a dinghy alone to secure it after it was banging against the yacht. Hours later, her body was found in the water. The dinghy drifted nearby. Authorities ruled her death an accidental drowning, yet doubts lingered. Why would a woman terrified of water venture out alone at night? Why was she dressed only in sleepwear? Bruises on her body were attributed to impact with the dinghy, but inconsistencies in witness statements fueled suspicion. The case quietly unsettled Hollywood, reopened questions and forensic revisions. 3 decades later, new testimony reignited scrutiny. In 2011, the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department reopened the investigation. Captain Dennis Davin altered parts of his original statement, admitting he had not been fully truthful in 1981. Forensic experts re-examined the autopsy using modern techniques. Bruising patterns suggested possible pre-submersion injuries. Marks on her wrists and arms appeared consistent with grabbing or restraint. The cause of death was amended to drowning and other undetermined factors. The phrasing signalled uncertainty. By 2018, authorities officially named Robert Wagner a person of interest. Though never charged, he declined further interviews with investigators. A sister's unyielding voice. Throughout the decades, Natalie's sister, Lana Wood, remained steadfast in her belief that the death was not accidental. She repeatedly emphasized Natalie's lifelong fear of deep water and her inability to swim confidently. Lana described emotional strain in Natalie's marriage and fears expressed before the trip. Through interviews and her memoir, she kept public attention on the unanswered questions. Without her persistence, the case might have remained permanently closed. Lana's advocacy transformed the narrative from tragic mishap to unresolved mystery, demanding accountability from a system often reluctant to confront powerful figures. Legacy beyond the mystery. Despite the controversy surrounding her death, Natalie Wood's artistic legacy remains secure. She received 3 Academy Award nominations and delivered performances that defined an era of American cinema. Alongside icons like Audrey Hepburn and Elizabeth Taylor, she symbolized elegance and emotional depth during Hollywood's golden years. Yet, her story also highlights darker truths: the exploitation of child actors, the silencing of women, and the pressures of fame. Natalie embodied both brilliance and vulnerability. Her life invites reflection not only on talent, but on the human cost behind celebrity. Conclusion: light and shadow. The story of Natalie Wood exists between illumination and obscurity. She was a luminous presence on screen, capable of conveying longing with a single glance. Off-screen, she navigated ambition, fear, and complex relationships. Her death remains officially unresolved, suspended between accident and suspicion. More than 4 decades later, the questions endure, echoing across the waters where she was found. Natalie Wood's life reminds us that legends are human beings first, capable of joy, fragility, and suffering. The spotlight preserved her image in cinematic history, but the shadows surrounding her final night ensure her story will never fade.